pamilya. Ang una po nating guest ay isa pong kilalang content creator at voice talent. She has 1.8 million followers on TikTok. She is the voice talent of an airline, no? At siya po ay isang modelo at siya po ay umaarte sa kanya pong sariling podcast channel called Sleeping Pill with Inka Magnaye, kung saan ay babasahan kanya, no, ng mga poetry at mga book passages para ikaw ay matulungan sa iyong anxiety at ikaw ay makatulog. Today, siya po ay ating pong inimbitahan para ma-share niya sa atin ang sarili po niyang pananaw at karanasan mula sa sarili niyang pamilya in relation to the separation of her parents, no? Pero bago natin pag-usapan yan, let's get to know Inka more first. Inka, hi Inka!
Hello! How are you?
Inka, ang daming fans ng boses mo.
Thank you.
Ayan, ang aming producer na si Charlie Nabarte ay ganda sa boses mo.
Thank you.
Napapanood ka daw niya sa TikTok. Okay, Inka, pwede mong ikwento sa amin kasi you've been very vocal about the separation of your parents, no, sa iyong mga social media.
Yes.
At gusto naming malaman kung anong view mo about their separation, kung maalala mo po, anong bata ka, ano ang impact sa iyo nito?
So marami po actually nangyari kasi my parents, they separated nung 18 years old na po ako. So I was already an adult, tapos naaalala ko na yung kung paano siya nangyari. Pero yung problems between my mom and my dad, since hindi naman po nagsa-start yun very big, no? It always starts small. Tapos nun, it's how the people in the marriage, parang kung paano nila hinahandle yung mga trials and challenges as a married couple. And minsan, may mga taong or may mga couples po talaga na very compatible at kaya po nilang to set aside the differences and to work harder and more like a team. Pero yung parents ko po parang may ibang couples po kasi or people na mas bagay silang magkakaibigan lang and nag-iiba yung dynamic pag naging romantic partners na sila. So nangyari po is parang nagpapatong-patong na lang lahat. And then, hindi na po nila, they didn't see each other anymore as partners. Kasi po, ganun po dapat, di ba, pag marriage, partners, kayong dalawa against whatever challenges the two of you are facing. So, hindi po kayo magkaaway. Yung kaaway nyo ay yung mga challenges. Pero, nangyari po is, yung parents ko, parang, like many other couples, hindi na po nila nakikita yon kasi naging sobrang toxic na po yung relationship and ayaw na po talaga nila.
Inka, gusto ko lang malaman, nung nakita mo when you were growing up na toxic yung relationship ng parents mo, naisip mo ba yon at that age na mas magandang magkaibigan na lang sila for the sake of kayo ng magkakapatid? Naisip mo ba yan at that age?
Yes and no. Naisip ko po siya but not in that parang frame of mind. Naisip ko lang po kasi na parang mas peaceful pag hindi sila magkasama kasi yung dad ko is very hardworking man to the point na hindi po siya umuwi minsan kasi he's busy finishing a project, ganyan. Tapos yung mom ko, the nature of her work kasi is kaya niyang umuwi every day. So, when they would be working, laging umuwi yung mom ko, yung dad ko, minsan nag-overnight ng ilang araw sa office. Napansin namin ng siblings ko na mas peaceful sa bahay pag hindi sila magkasama after a while. Na parang, wow, walang nagsisigawan, walang away. Tapos pag Sundays, growing up, na nade-dread namin pag weekend. Kasi ibig sabihin nun, they're both home, tapos for sure mag-aaway sila about something. Kahit na isang maliit lang po na bagay. Parang may nakalimutan sa office or dapat nagpa-reschedule to a later time ng isang appointment, isang malaking away na po yun. So, hindi namin naisip na parang, wow, toxic na ng relationship na to. Pero as siblings, as kids, naisip po namin parang, but parang mas okay sa bahay kung hindi sila magkasama.
Ilang taon ka nun, Inka, ilang taon ka nun?
When they separated, 18 years old po ako noon. Pero yung mga problems and the fights, medyo way before that pa.
So ilang taon yung pinagdaanan ito nung mga kapatid mo at ano yung naging reaction ninyo, no? Nung finally nag-decide na yung parents mo na maghiwalay?
So, mahirap din po nung naghiwalay sila because lahat naman po ng pamilya ayaw naman talaga maghiwalay. Even mga couples, they go into marriage, hindi naman nila iniisip na magpapakasal tayo pero maghihiwalay din tayo in the future, ha? Wala naman pong nag-iisip ng ganon. Everyone goes into marriage thinking, ikaw yung love of my life ko, tapos forever na talaga tayo. Kasi yan yung nasa vows nilang lahat. And my parents, when they got married, they really, really loved each other. They really, really wanted to stay together forever. And I believe that. Pero it didn't turn out that way. So, nung naghiwalay sila, of course, the effect on us was we were very sad. I remember iyak ako ng iyak, even my siblings. Pumayat po ako ng sobra. Kasi parang wala akong gana kumain. Tapos yung mga kapatid ko, different effects din no, sa mental health nila. So, hindi po talaga easy decision yon. Pero, from that, nag-heal kami. As opposed to, everyday na lang nag-aawa yung parents namin forever and ever. Parang hindi na nila maayos yon. So, the trauma or the hardship of going through divorce was easier to heal from kaysa sa prolonged psychological and emotional turmoil within the family.
So how did you heal? Maybe ikaw muna, and then as a family, yung may stigma ba na, yun kasi minsan ang kinapatakot ng parents, di ba? Lalo na yung makaluma. Di ba yung stigma na galing sa hiwalay na family, broken family, yung mga bata. At the same time, yung daddy mo ba, hindi mo ba nakikita at first? Kasi kung hiwalay sila, at pangit yung hiwalayan, baka may mga ganun ding tension. No?
Actually, when my parents broke up, we were living with our dad. Nasa daddy po kami nun. And then si mom, siya po yung, she found her own place to live. Tapos nun, pagdating po sa stigma, hindi po namin naramdaman masyado kasi contrary to popular belief, you won't be able to tell somebody is from quote-unquote broken family. Hindi nyo po makikita yan off the bat from meeting a person. So, wala naman pong stigma in that sense kasi no one could tell. But yung healing po namin, nagsimula po siya, well, medyo matagal din po yung healing kasi I think it took maybe 10 years. Pero very slow and gradual siya. Dati, yung parents ko, they would try to talk kasi kailangan pa rin nila mag-co-parent because it was me, and then my sister, and then my brother. And then, they would encounter some situations na kailangan nila to be there as a mom and a dad to all of us. Tapos, in the beginning, medyo mataas po yung tension. But after a while, parang nasanay na rin po sila, nag-move on na rin po sila in their own lives, in their own hearts. Tapos no, now, parang bumalik po sila sa pagiging best friends. The way they talk to each other, kung paano sila mag-co-parent in different situations, very supportive sila ngayon. Dati, it was like, go talk to your father or kausapin mo nga yung nanay mo. Ganon. Pero now, it's like, all the messages that we see, may group chat po kami sa family. So, meron silang mga messages na, thank you for doing this for me, Pops. Or, I got this, Mom. Parang they call each other Mom and Dad. Parang for our sake. Parang. So, may love.
Family pa rin.
Opo. Way more than when they were married. Kasi dati, parang, I don't want to be in the same room as your father. Mga ganon. Pero now, sobrang family day, game, let's go. Kakagaling ngalong po namin sa isang family trip together. So, it was very, it became better for our family talaga.
Alam mo, Inka, natutuwa akong marinig yan kasi hindi lahat ng pamilyang nagkakaroon ng hiwalayan ay nag-end that way, ha? I think your parents also did a good job for your sake para kayo ay okay, diba? That you'd feel that you still have a family, you still care for each other despite dun sa nangyari. Ang tanong ko lang is, did your family go through counseling? Kasi sabi mo nga, 10 years of pain bago ka nag-heal. Kayo ba ay nag-go through nung family counseling? At paano ito nakatulong sa inyo, if ever?
Right. We didn't go through family counseling kasi po dati parang hindi po siya uso or like it wasn't as accessible or marketed. It was not very out there yet na may counseling for separated families. Usually po kasi yung counseling for families bring the family back together. So it wasn't at that time ayaw ng parents ko kasi parang the point of those family counselings was to bring them back together, but that's not what they wanted. So, yung nangyari po is parang kami-kami na lang po yung nag-heal. Tapos recently na lang po yung individual therapies po namin. Like my siblings and I have our own therapists. Tapos it turns out ang dami pala naming mga not naman issues, pero habits, mindsets na natuto as or like that we have as adults na natutunan namin from a very messy marriage with my parents. So kunwari po like I ended up in relationships with not the best people. And akala ko lang po normal yon yung pakikipag-away na parang gera na po talaga, na sigawan, na batuhan. Akala ko po normal yon sa relationship kasi po nakita ko yon sa relationship ng parents ko. So I thought that when people would say fighting is normal in a relationship, akala ko po ganun yon, like screaming at the top of your lungs, throwing things, medyo traumatic and violent. I thought that that's what people meant because that was the only fight that I knew. So may effect po talaga yon sa kids. Like I learned that it was not really like that pala talaga after na as an adult.
Pero ikaw, Inka, ano ngayon ang payo mo no, sa mga mag-boyfriend, mag-asawa? Ikaw ba single ka pa?
I am not married, but I am in a relationship right now. And yung payo ko po is just really work on understanding each other. And there is no shame in parang kung gusto nyo mag-counseling or couples therapy, there is no shame in doing that even before problems arise because couples therapy, they actually, if you do it before the problems arise, nakakatulong siya to help you deal when these problems come up. So there's no shame in asking for help. There is no shame in admitting that you are wrong also as an individual, like in the relationship. And yun po talaga, I think my best advice po is to remember that hindi po kayo ang magkaaway pag nag-aaway kayo. Yung kaaway niyo dyan, yung kalaban niyo po is the problem. Tapos kayo po ang partners to work together to solve that problem together.
Ganda.
Ganda ng boses ni Inka, pang broadcaster, diba?
Na-insecure ka pa, Doc? Wala tayong trabaho next week.
Baka matanggal tayo. Inka, saan pa nila ikaw pwedeng marinig yung mga payo mo?
I have a podcast po on Spotify. It is a Spotify exclusive podcast. So, hindi niyo po siya marinig anywhere else except for Spotify. It's called Sleeping Pill with Inka. And I think this is also because of all the anxiety that I got growing up in a very stressful environment when I was younger. Gusto ko po laging may safe space. There's a place to calm down. So yun po yung podcast ko. I talk in a very calm manner, and then I say, it's okay. It's time to rest. You can close your eyes. Tapos I do breathing exercises like inhale and exhale. And then pagkatapos nun, pag-relax na po yung listener ko, I read stories, I read poetry, I read fables, and even Bible stories. So lahat po binabasa ko.
Inka, invite mo sila using your airline voice.
Ay,
So,
sige
anong
po.
oras at saan kanila mapapanood? Especially dedicated to Charlie Nabarte, ang president ng fans club mo. Go,
Ay,
go, go.
lovely. Charlie.
Yan,
So,
go. Go.
Charlie, you may listen to me over on Spotify. Please look for Sleeping Pill with Inka. Thank you very much.
Yay! Galing!
Galing.
Thank you.
Galing. Thank you, Inka. Maraming
Thank you so
salamat. Very inspiring ang iyong kwento, no, partner? So, yan.
More
Thank
power,
you,
Inka.
Inka.
Thank you so much.
Sana ka namin ulit.
Yes,
trying
please.
hard, partner.
Thank you for coming.
Trying hard. Thank you, Inka, sa uulitin. Ayan, partner. Sorry, talagang tayong dalawa, doktora, nung nagsabog si Lord ng ganyang boses, tulog na tulog tayo. Di natin nasagap. Wala tayong bilao pang salo. Ayan, pero kahit ganito po ang mga boses namin ni Doc, wag pa rin kayong BBT, magbalik pa rin po kayo sa ating kwentuhan tungkol po sa divorce, tungkol sa hiwalayan. At syempre, kukuha pa rin po tayo ng inputs sa atin pong mga eksperto. Sa pagbabalik ng Kapamilya Connect, connect ka dyan!
Connect ka dyan!